Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we have another testing Primark video. I took a little trip to my local Primark and they have extended my makeup range. Before it was literally like nail polishes, brushes and wet wipes, and there was no kind of new makeup in my local store. They kind of kept the makeup section to like this tiny little aisle, but then I would see tons of videos showing new Primark makeup and I'm like, where's everyone getting this from? Because I literally have to travel into central London to get some new makeup. But finally I went into Primark and they had tons of new stuff in terms of makeup wise. They had loads of palettes, they had loads of lip glosses, they even had the new Saint and Sinner collection. So I did pick up a couple of things from there, so that will be in a separate video. But today's video is all about the Gold Rush eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, and they did have a Gold Rush highlighter palette as well, but all of the ones in store had been opened and swatched, so I didn't pick that up, but it looks really beautiful. So instead I picked up the Pure Glow highlighting palette, and this one was £5, this is £4. If you would like to see my thoughts on these palettes, then definitely keep on watching. Okay guys, let's jump straight into this and create a look. So I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palette. Of course, I was so happy to see like a bigger selection of makeup in my local Primark. So I picked up the Gold Rush eyeshadow palette, which is £4, and you get 9 eyeshadows inside. It kind of reminds me of the Kylie eyeshadow layout. Now the one thing that annoys me with Primark is so hard to find eyeshadows that are sealed because every single palette has been opened. Okay, so here we have the inside of the palette. It does look messy. I don't know if you guys can see that. It does look like someone's had a play around with it, but it was sealed on all sides. So this is just how it comes on the inside, but for £4 I'm really not complaining. The eyeshadows are really neutral. You do get 3 matte shades which are more transition crease colors, and then all of the rest of the shades are lid shimmer shades. Overall I think this looks like a great neutral palette for like the everyday girl. For £4 I hope it's good quality. Let's go ahead and try it out. I mean, they look really decent. The shimmers definitely look more pigmented than the mattes. Now the first shade I'm going to take is this kind of cream peachy shade right here. Okay, so on the brush it does look like it has a lot of pick up. Let's see, I'm going to pat it into the crease. Okay, very light, but it is showing up. So this cream color definitely is a great base. Next I'm going to go in with the only transition crease color in here, which is this warm toned brown in the corner. Once again, it looks like it has great pickup on the brush, and let's put it straight, wow, into the crease. All of my blending brushes are dirty and I need to wash them ASAP because I'm no good at using brushes like these for eyeshadow. But it's definitely doing the job. This is a gorgeous everyday warm tone brown to put into the crease. Why is it going so overexposed? Okay, so I am loving this warm tone brown. It blends beautifully. It looks gorgeous on the eyes. Perfect everyday crease color. By the way, I hate my eyebrows today, so don't come for me, guys. I do not like it. And it's funny because whenever I don't like my brows, I don't like to point it out because then of course that's all you guys notice. But then when I don't point it out, I get the odd comment that's like, your brows, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I know, I don't like them today. But once your brows are done, they're done. I'm not going to sit there and take them off and put it back on. Like, no, my life is long enough as it is without having to take off my brows. Okay, so that is a great base tone brown. I'm going to go in with the deepest, darkest brown now to finish it off. And I'm going to put it on the outer V. I'm just going to dab it right here. Why does my camera keep going overexposed? I've had to pull you guys out of my face because my exposure is going crazy. I almost used this as a mirror. I was like, yes, no. Yes, this dark brown is everything. It is nice and deep and dark. And now I'm just going to take a dab of both of the browns and kind of run that into the crease just to make it even more smoky in the crease. I mean, could they be more pigmented? Definitely, but for £4 it's a really decent quality palette. Okay, then last but not least, we have to pick a lid color. Now we do have 6 colors to choose from, 6 shimmers. So this is a shimmer right here in the middle. The whole middle row is shimmers, and then these 2 down here are shimmers as well. What should I go for? I feel like all of the shimmers will work gorgeous with the crease colors they've put in. I think for today, I'm gonna go in with this one, which is kind of like a greeny gold. No, it definitely has a slight tinge, definitely more gold, but it has a little tinge of green. So I'm going to use my finger and just tap this straight on. Whoa, I was not ready for that. That was dry, by the way, just tapping it straight onto my lid. And I'm going to take the same shade and I'm going to wet it a little bit using my Primark priming water. I'm just going to spray my finger and apply. Wow, it's made it even more metallic. And I'm just going to take my first brush, blend the crease and blend the edge right here. Okay, so now I'm going to try use a brush to pick up this shade and put it on my lid. I'm also going to wet it using the Primark priming water and just dab this straight on top. I feel like with a brush you get more precise application, and wow, that is very pigmented. I do kind of wish they put a black in this palette just for darker skin tones, of course, because this brown, even though it is a deep dark brown, it's just not doing enough for me. So I do wish they put a black in this palette, maybe took out this light pinky color, because the pink doesn't really go, in my opinion, with the transition colors. Yeah, these shimmers are next level. You do not need a lot. And I'm going to take a dab of the browns again and just run that into the outer V. Then last but not least, I'm going to take a dab of this color and put it on my inner corner. Yeah, the shimmers are super pigmented. The mattes were really decent quality, but the shimmers are high quality. Love that. This look kind of reminds me of what I did with their 60p eyeshadows from Primark. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below. But I'm going to go off camera, complete the rest of my face, and then I'll come back so we can use the Pure Glow highlighting palette, which I'm really excited about, these two colors over here. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay girlies, and I'm back. So this is how the look is looking so far. I think it's really cute for an everyday look. Of course, you don't have to do the wing liner and lashes, but the eyeshadow is really cute for every day. So I picked up this Saint or Sinner lip vinyl from Primark, and it was £2.50. It is from their Saint or Sinner collection, and I did pick up a few lipsticks and the palette from that collection. That will be in a separate video, but I thought I'd put this one in this video because I didn't have a lip product for this video and I have 3 for this collection. So I thought, let me just take this one out and then I'll use the lipsticks in that video. So this one is called Shadow Me. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's a clear bottle with like a ridge type of lid. I love this type of applicator, which is the flat double-sided applicator. It applies so much product at one go. Oh my god, that swatch looks beautiful. It is like a very pigmented lip gloss, I think. I don't think they dry down. So I'm going to apply it by itself, and then if I need to, I will use a lip liner. Oh, it smells delicious as well. The colour is literally my lips but better. Like, look at my top lip and my bottom. They are the same shade, but the bottom one is like glossy. Oh, the smell is so delicious. Okay guys, so here we have the lip gloss. I think it is a little bit light. I would use a lip liner with it, but for today we're gonna leave it like this because I can't be asked. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It is kind of cool toned browny beige color. So now we're gonna go in with the Pure Glow. Oh, also it does feel kind of goopy. It's not sticky, it kind of just feels like creamy. Maybe I put too much. Let me try blot a little bit off. Yeah, definitely much better. Before it did feel like I put too much and it did feel a little bit goopy, but now it feels amazing on the lips, nice and moisturizing, no stickiness at all. So now we're gonna go in with the PS Pure Glow highlighting palette, which looks like this. And like I said, it is £5 and you get 4 highlighters inside. You get one kind of very white shade. Let's swatch it. That is what it looks like. Is that duochrome? Yes, it has a slight pink shift to it. It's not super pigmented. I'm gonna do a swatch right here for you guys. Okay, it's not too bad. Definitely not my favorite out of the palette. I don't know, maybe if you are lighter skin you might enjoy this a lot, but for me it literally just looks like a silver white shade, and that was the shade Desert. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Eden, which is the pinky toned one. That is what it looks like on the finger. Oh, it is kind of pinky peach actually. So I'm going to swatch this here. A little bit chunky and nothing's really coming out. I knew these two would be kind of a letdown compared to the other two because I swatched these two already at home in the privacy of my own makeup room and I'm obsessed. Like, you need the smallest little, just one swipe in the pan and look at that pigment. Whereas these ones, you need to like swirl a little bit, and then even then it's not that great. Let's try swatch a second layer on that. So that is what that one looks like. I mean, for lighter skin it will probably be great, but it's just not as pigmented. It's definitely not the same formula as the gold ones. So now I'm going to take the shade Glimmer, which is the one that I just swatched on my finger. I'm just going to put a little swirl in there to give it a fair shot, and that is the colour right there. And let's go ahead and swatch it. You can definitely see the difference. The pigmentation, it glides, it's super soft. It definitely doesn't feel as chunky as these two or as powdery as these two. And now last but not least, I'm going to take the shade Firefly, which is a tiny bit more of a bronzy gold compared to the top one, and that is what that looks like. So let me compare them side by side on my finger. Firefly is definitely a hint more of a darker bronzy gold. So let's swatch Firefly. Super smooth, just like the last one. Very pigmented, very reflective, gorgeous. Every time I look at my monitor, my lips are throwing me off. I think I'm gonna add a lip liner just because I don't know what this is looking like. In real life, it looks fine. It doesn't look too light, but when I look in the monitor, it looks super light for me, like I have gray lips or something. So I'm just gonna reach for the first lip liner that I have, and it broke. Wow, Colourpop, wow. So this is the Colourpop K lip liner from the collaboration with Carucci. Just gonna quickly line the lips just to make it a little bit darker, add some definition. I mean, in a perfect world, I would have put the lip liner first, but that's gonna have to do. It definitely looks a lot better in the monitor than how it looked before. So I think for today, I'm gonna go in with the 2 golds because that's really what's gonna suit my skin tone. Plus I love the formula of that. So let me get my highlight brush. So on this side of my face, I'm gonna take the shade Glimmer, which is the lightest version. Wow. Very pigmented, very glowy. It is a little bit texturizing. I'm just gonna dab over it with my powder brush. Yeah, definitely a very glowy highlight. I feel like it's a little bit texturizing, but then again, every highlight is texturizing on my skin, which is why if you see me out, I probably am not wearing highlight. I've said this on my channel before, I don't really like wearing highlight outside because it just emphasizes all of my texture and everything like that. I typically go for the matte look. So I'm gonna take that same Glimmer shade and just put it on the tip of my nose. But it's definitely giving me a glow. I feel like once I set with a setting spray, it will kind of take down that texturizing look. Now I'm going to try the shade Firefly on this side of my face, and this is a little bit darker than the last shade. Ooh, wow. I think I prefer this shade actually. Yeah, I prefer this shade. This shade comes across more golden on my skin tone, whereas this one comes across more icy gold. But once again, it is slightly texturizing, but not too bad. It looks okay. I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. Okay girlies, so that is all of the products I wanted to test out in today's video. Let me go ahead and give you my final thoughts on everything. So starting with the Gold Rush eyeshadow palette, is it worth the £4? Definitely. The packaging's gorgeous, even though it does tend to get a little bit dirty. It does come off with a wipe. The shades inside are very neutral and perfect for kind of like the everyday work appropriate makeup look. The design is literally the same as Kylie's, but it's like 1/5 of the price. So I highly recommend this eyeshadow palette if you are looking into it. And then last but not least, we have the PS Pure Glow highlighter palette. The highlighters are really good quality. I mean, the palette is £5. I think £4 would have been a lot better for me personally, because I'm not going to use these 2 shades and they're not that great either. I'm only going to get use out of these 2 shades, but £5 is still a bargain for 4 highlighters. I mean, the layout is exactly the same as Anastasia and the pigmentation is kind of the same, and Anastasia's ones are £40. So I mean, £5 is definitely a bargain for 4 highlighters. So that was everything I wanted to test in today's video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know what you've picked up from Primark recently, because I am obsessed with everything they're bringing out. I'm loving that they're extending my local Primark kind of makeup area. Before it was very boring and you couldn't find any new collections. Now I found nearly all of the new stuff, so it was great. And plus my Primark's not that big, it's not a huge store, so I'm glad that they're extending their makeup range in local stores. But yeah, that is all from me. Please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys. Oh, I just wanted to give a big huge shout out to Notification Gang, because you guys comment every single video. I always forget to shout you guys out. Actually, let me get my phone and shout some names, because you guys are there every single time my video goes up. You're the first people to comment, you're the first people to like, and I love when I see people liking my videos before I know they've even watched it. You guys are amazing. I just came across this comment. It says, Tammy, I'm very mad you don't have at least 1 million subscribers. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Jerry. I'm mad too, girl. Okay, so shout out to Darok Anwar, Notification Squad. Shout out to you. Early Squad, where you at? Shout out to you, Jessica Mayemba. Shout out Notification Gang. Shout out to Halima B. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and turning on the notifications. Okay, let me find one more. Okay, Notification Gang. Hey, Harmony J. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, so that is all of the Notification Gang squad members that I want to shout out. Thank you guys so much for being such loyal subscribers. I love you guys. If you are not part of the Notification squad, what are you doing with your life? You want to make sure you are the first to see all of these exclusive videos. Just make sure you click that little bell next to the word subscribe on my channel, guys, and it will notify you every time I upload a video. As soon as I upload a video, you'll get a little notification. So that is everything for this video now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for rambling for so long, but take care of yourself, girlies. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.